2026 has not been a very good year for WWE up until recently after SummerSlam. And with that, there have come a lot of wasted superstars this year. It happens every year, of course, but it seems like this year it's particularly bad. So today, I have compiled a list of some of the most wasted superstars this year, in my opinion. So let's just jump right into it. Roxanne Perez is the first one I have to talk about. This girl is so damn good at everything that she does. And she hasn't won a singles match since November 2025. She has literally just been the pin eater of the Judgment Day for the entirety of 2026. And at this point, the Judgment Day just isn't doing anything for her, and she, quite frankly, needs to leave the Judgment Day. It's only hurting her. Like, whenever someone's in a feud with Liv Morgan, it's like a tradition that they face Roxanne Perez in a match, building to their big match with Liv. It happened with Io Sky. It's happening with, I believe, Stephanie Bacchier this coming week on Raw. They always face Roxanne in the build-up to their big match, and Roxanne always loses. I mean, this girl could be a future cornerstone of women's wrestling, but you can't even... It's been almost a year since she got a singles win. It's unbelievable how they can't just... Like, you have such a talented performer, and you can't find anything for her to do except eat pins. Let's talk about Braun Breaker, who has been stuck in the Vision for the entire year so far, which is severely holding him back. He lost the feud to Seth Rollins for some reason. He's been stuck in a garbage tag team with Austin Theory. Why is Braun Breaker in the tag team division? Like, a year ago, this guy was spearing Seth Rollins. Everybody was calling him the future of the WWE. He was walking around with the World Heavyweight Championship on his shoulder. And now for recently, he's been feuding with the Alpha Academy and Joe Hendry. Now he's feuding with Owafemi, which... That's good, I'll give him that. But he has still been misused the entire year. The dude even got eliminated in like a couple seconds from the Royal Rumble. He is way too talented to just be feuding with Alpha Academy, and I hope that he just leaves the Vision sometime during this Obafemi feud. And also, he needs to win at Sunday night's main event, or Bronson Reed needs to return and cause a disqualification or something. Just what I know is he cannot lose this. Let's talk about Lyra Valkyria, who turned heel like a little over a month ago, I believe. Like 6 weeks ago. And it looked like they were going to follow up with this. It looked like they were actually going to try and actually put in some effort with Lyra Valkyria. And it was a nice change. They usually, for these mid-card heel turns, they just don't really care. But oh, how naive we were. They gave her a new theme song. They gave her a new look. They gave her a brand new character. They made her pass out Bayley at Saturday night's main event. They made her just absolutely destroy her. A brand new submission finisher. And then how do they follow that up? Not giving her TV time for like the next 4 weeks. And then her first match after that, this past Monday against Soruka, she loses clean. That win did nothing for Soruka, and it hurt Lyra Valkyria. She should be winning the Intercontinental Championship. Hell, she should be in the main event scene, but WWE just doesn't care. This character is so over, and people find it so entertaining, and they can't just even give her any TV time. The only TV time she's got has been like less than a minute backstage segments. It's just unbelievable. And like, Lyra should have been in the main event scene a year ago after her feud with Becky Lynch. But now, especially with this new heel character, after making one of the best women's wrestlers in the company pass out and just destroying her, she should absolutely be in the main event. I just don't get it. I don't know how you can follow up this amazing heel turn this badly. Let's talk about the Ring Gooneral Gooner, who ended last year by making John Cena allegedly tap out, making AJ Styles pass out at the start of this year, beating Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, which, why is he not going after a career at the biggest event of the year when his entire gimmick is the career killer? I don't know. And then he gets put in a feud with Cody Rhodes that just makes him look like a complete dumbass. Which also, why is he going after a world title and not a career? His whole gimmick is the career killer. WWE honestly screwed themselves by giving him the career killer gimmick. Because now, if he's not going after a career, it just feels like, what are we doing? Why is he not going after a career? That's what he does. And I think a lot of us saw this coming. I don't know how WWE didn't. You're gonna run out of careers to kill. Don't you think the guy who is named the career killer should be going after ending someone's career at every major WWE event? He didn't end a career at WrestleMania. He didn't end a career at SummerSlam. He was feuding with a general manager, bitching and whining after losing clean at Night of Champions. Like, it made no sense for Gunther to be mad at Nick Aldis after Night of Champions. He lost clean. But yeah, the fall off of Gunnar has just been insane. And WWE absolutely should have saw this coming. Next, let's talk about LA Knight. Yeah! Whose stock, yes, it is currently at an all-time high. And yes, right now, he is being used great. I don't have too much to complain about here, but I will if he doesn't win Money in the Bank or beat Roman Reigns. Earlier this year, he was stuck in a 6-man tag match at WrestleMania, going up against IShowSpeed, which is ridiculous, eliminated Brock freaking Lesnar from the Royal Rumble, and just WWE didn't even bother having him mention it. But as of recent, like his feud with the Bloodline, the 6-man tag match, beating Jey Uso and the Bloodline in that 6-man tag match at SummerSlam, him feuding with Roman Reigns, his recent promos, him demanding a World Heavyweight Championship shot, being friends with Solo, all of that recently has been great, and I hope it continues, and it needs to end in him winning the world title or winning Money in the Bank. Next, let's talk about maybe the worst one on this list, Dominic Mysterio, who has just been taking loss after loss after loss after loss after loss in 2026 after being the last man to beat John Cena, being a double champion at the start of the year. Hell, he even apparently held the AEW championship at one point. Still super over, could be a future cornerstone of the company, but he lost to Finn Balor at WrestleMania. He lost to frickin' Danhausen at SummerSlam, a comedy character at SummerSlam, less than a month away from one of the biggest matches in AAA history and arguably the biggest match of his career. He's been booked great in AAA, but on the main roster, it has just been unbelievably shit. And he is very clearly not happy with it either, and rightfully so. Like, you could put Dom in the main event. Honestly, Dom, I think, needs to leave the Judgment Day. It's not doing anything for him anymore. And now he's on a losing streak. He got pinned by Penta on the Raw after SummerSlam. He got pinned by Dragon Lee the next week. Like, I don't get it. And then he didn't even get put in the tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. Dominic Mysterio versus Roman Reigns would be so good, especially if they could build the feud, give them a promo together. But nada! No good Dominic Mysterio booking for us. It is unbelievable. And lastly, but certainly not least, let's talk about basically just the entire SmackDown Women's mid-card division. Jordynne Grace, Julia, Blake Monroe, hell, even Candice LeRae, who's just sitting there with her husband every week doing nothing. One of your most talented female in-ring workers is sitting there next to her planking husband, just doing nothing. Maybe saying some words to people every week. And Jordynne Grace, like, she got called up to the main roster, had a great feud with Jade Cargill, lost, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It looks like they're gonna actually care about Jordynne Grace, which they should. She's extremely talented. But she has just been, like, gone. She got injured for a while, made her return on an episode of Main Event, not even SmackDown, Main Event. I think her last match was a Queen of the Ring tournament match. Or no, I think it was a match against... It was the number one contenders match right before WrestleMania with Tiffany Stratton, I believe. The number one contenders match for the Women's United States Championship, which she lost. I mean, just unbelievable. She is way too damn talented to just be sitting in catering. And you can basically just take everything I said with Jordynne Grace and put it with Julia. Except she even turned babyface, won the feud, and then they didn't follow it up with anything of substance. Blake Monroe, she had teasers for like 6 weeks. Or no, I think it was like 8 weeks. Maybe it was 10. I don't know. What I know, it was way too long of a time. She finally makes her debut on a pre-recorded episode of SmackDown. And now, oh, I forgot to mention, she made 2 debuts. After like a couple weeks, she made her debut in a backstage segment with Chelsea Green, and then went back to doing video package teasers the next week. That was horrible. But now, ever since her debut, I don't think she's been on SmackDown TV a single time since her debut. She might have been on an episode for like a couple seconds where she attacked Julia and Blake Monroe, but I think that might have been like a video uploaded on WWE's social media after SmackDown. But either way, she hasn't had a single match, not a single promo, just nothing. Just like John Cena said, apparently we get nothing. I don't get it. She is so unbelievably talented and so charismatic, has a great character, and she can't even get TV time. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. But yeah, that's going to be it for my complaining in this video for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, and